thank you for supporting me and believing in me. You're the best.
Lewis Hamilton, champion of the world. Hamilton has been formidable.
This is a brief story of one of the undoubtedly best racing driver in Formula One's history. Born on the 7th of January 1985 in Stevenage, Hertfordshire, England, into a working-class family, Lewis Carl Davidson Hamilton has won 7 World Drivers' Championships, equaling Mike Schumacher's all-time record of title wins. His father, Anthony Hamilton, supported him ever since he wanted to become an F1 driver at the early age of 6 by working in multiple jobs, and decided to bet on his son's future, even to the point where they had to remortgage the house, as crossing that threshold of F1 financial barrier wasn't an easy hurdle to overcome if you weren't insanely rich. Luckily, things worked out, as Hamilton's immense talent carried him from winning go-karting championships as a child to winning Formula Renault, Formula 3 races, GP2 championship in 2006. Then in 2007, he joined McLaren F1 as a rookie, as part of the McLaren and Mercedes-Benz Young Driver Support Program. He immediately made an astonishing impact, as he was able to grab a podium finish on his first race and even mounted on a championship battle even as a rookie, and the last race in Brazil was ultimately a decider. He eventually lost to Kimi Räikkönen by 1 point, but later redeemed himself with his first F1 championship in 2008, coincidentally decided by a single point. In 2007, Hamilton's driving capabilities were exceptionally good. Even as a rookie behind the wheel, he was aggressive, similar to his then teammate Alonso, who was already a 2-time world champion. Alonso had a scuffle with Lewis at the Hungarian Grand Prix when Fernando allegedly ignored team orders and refused to leave the pit, losing Hamilton precious time in qualifying. Lewis had a modest personality towards the media, as well as being exceptionally groomed in the press, and showed sportsmanship maturity at a very young age. And even when things got heated up within the team, he was calm and composed. He had a stunning qualifying pace, which meant his one-time lap was blisteringly quick. His ability to have an aggressive driving style pushed him to become known as one of the best late breakers in the sport, as he was able to carry more speed into the corners, which shocked the prominent established F1 drivers at the time. He joined Mercedes in 2013 with his then former teammate Nico Rosberg. This era was prominently dominated by the Red Bull V8 engines, and seemed to land him in yet another stalemate of a trophyless season, leaving him feeling frustrated. But however, he was optimistic about the upcoming 2014 championship changes. He won another F1 championship in 2014 at the start of the V6 era, and was able to back another championship the following year with the help of the Mercedes' exceptional integration of the hybrid engine into the sport. The 2016 championship strained the relationship between him and Nico Rosberg, who happened to be his childhood friend and rival competitor in karting. They became bitter rivals, and Lewis ultimately lost the championship at the end of that season. The announcement of Rosberg's retirement shocked the world, which meant that Mercedes needed a replacement, eventually recruiting the Finnish driver, Valtteri Bottas, as a new teammate in 2017. Lewis was massively dominant through the years, as he consecutively won in 2017, 2018, 2019 and 2020's Drivers' Championship, with Mercedes' domination in the Constructors' Championship, with only Sebastian Vettel matching that record. The 2017 season saw some changes in the technical regulations, but the rules on the power unit remained crucially unchanged, which was the cornerstone of Mercedes' success. Vettel's Ferrari put up a strong fight in the first half of the season, and after the summer break, Hamilton asserted himself by winning Spa, and then Monza, and also the Singapore Grand Prix, eventually winning the championship that year. In 2008, Lewis successfully defended his championship, despite having a tough fight similar to the previous year. He had a bad start to the season, but eventually caught up with the championship leaders. Vettel's infamous incident in the German Grand Prix, after he skirted off the rainy track and eventually handed Hamilton the win, who had fought back from the 14th position. By the end of the season, he was able to back his 5th World Championship in the Mexican Grand Prix, with a total of 73 race wins. The championships kept flowing after he backed yet another 6th championship in the Circuit of the Americas, Austin 2019. beating his teammate by a staggering 87 points. 2020 was also an extraordinary year as he won more than half the race victories and finishing the year with the most Grand Prix wins in history. Although there was a criticism of Hamilton's attitude towards his teammate, team decisions during the race, and his privileges of always having a faster car are always up for debate, but that as the history books tell us, the best drivers always get the best cars. What is undeniable are his astonishing records, with the most wins, most poles, most season wins, and with the most podiums, more than any other driver in F1 history. Apart from his F1 career, Hamilton is also a fashion trendsetter, a musician, a global influencer, and an activist. He is the global ambassador for Tommy Hilfiger by slacking on an exotic and unique wardrobe front, which was quite different than what we see in the F1 paddock, whether it's Off-White, Supreme, or Louis Vuitton, or Hilfiger's own collaboration with Keith. Hamilton would flaunt it on Instagram or be photographed wearing it. His collaboration with Puma is also a big deal as he hopes to bring his own varieties of lifestyle sneakers into the world of fashion and also add up to his many collections. His music was also recognized and approved by big players in the music industry like Kanye West and Pharrell Williams, however has yet to officially release any music. A previously unheard artist appeared with Christina Aguilera's song Pipe, which was speculated to be Lewis Hamilton. He is also a global influencer, especially in the stand against racism and support of Black Lives Matter, as he has also been a victim of such racial abuse in the past. Being black in a supposedly white-dominated sport, he became the first ever black F1 world champion, which was really an inspiration to many kids around the world. He is also an environmentalist, as he aspires to be carbon neutral by swapping all his naturally aspirated road cars to electric cars soon. He's also touched on some important environmental issues like burning of petroleum, coal, and the destruction of rainforests. His added concern to the environment had also led him to sell off his private jet and introduce a complete ban on plastic from his daily life. Lewis's intense 2021 championship with Max Verstappen is only the epitome of his greatness. Win or lose, he has certainly cemented his place among the greatest of the greats. The best racing driver the world has ever seen.
Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.